What's going on, world? And welcome back to the Pursuit of the Good Life podcast, your favorite podcast that helps you grow both personally and professionally. I'm your host with the most, your favorite coach, the Kameron Lovelace, helping you create your version of the good life every single Thursday. What's going on, y'all? Y'all know this week, in the past weeks, we've been bringing on guests that have had their great experiences in their different career paths. But, this week, I wanted to change it up a little bit, and I wanted to, get somebody who of course went to college, who's a frat brother of mine actually, but his path was a little bit different from what he studied in education, and that led him to go to the Big Apple. That isn't the Big Apple, right? Yeah,
Yes,
you're
Big
in New
Apple.
York, in the Big
Yeah.
Apple in New York, big doing big things in the big city, and now he's with a major company in Def Jam. So please welcome to the show the marketing coordinator of Def Jam Recordings. Yes, I said Def Jam, y'all. My brother Chris Davis. Chris, what's
Oh
going
my
on?
God. What's going on, that was a great introduction. That was
Hey,
a great
appreciate it. I've been working on
introduction.
it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You doing
Like,
your
I'm
thing. You
trying to get better with each guest I get on.
That's great. Come on now. I'm all for this. I'm all for this. Thank you for having me here, man. I'm all for this black boy joy, you know what I'm saying? Teeth looking white. You doing your thing, brother. You doing your thing.
Man,
Thanks for
trying
having
to
me.
when you get married, you find a
Oh,
queen, you smile a little bit different. But before we get into the interview, let's have a little fun. Okay,
wow.
so so you work for a major industry, so I'm sure you've seen some things, you've heard some things. Did my connection go out?
I think we're good. I think we're back now.
Okay. But you work for a major label, so you've seen some things, you've heard some things. So I'm curious, in your opinion, what kind of theatrical representation is most similar to the actual industry? So when you think of movies, you think of, your Ray, you think of Straight Outta Compton, you think of All Eyes on Me,
Mhm.
you think of TV shows like Making the Band, or, the I call trash TV, like Your Love and Hip Hop, where they signing people left and right. But
Mhm.
what kind of media kind of best represents what it's like in that life?
Whew, okay. So my job is pretty
Mm-hmm.
much, to sum it up, making things as better than they may appear, and to have the
Mm-hmm.
most eyes on anything, whether that's a certain project, a certain sound, a certain song, even an artist's personal life. I would say the industry, if I were related to any type of show, um, it is more love and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with
Really?
you. Yeah. Oh yeah. I get paid based upon whether or not an artist stays relevant. That's my job.
Okay.
As marketing coordinator, my job is to literally help to create activations that make artists relevant. Whether it's help coordinating a release party, whether it's coming up with marketing ideas to they can do A, B, C, D, E. So yeah, we I can name plenty of individuals who were with the label when I first got here who are no longer here now.
Mm.
Relevancy, streaming, that all comes into account. And so when you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. I think personally that the industry that I'm in, the label that I work with, I think a great fear of ours is cancel culture, and that happens
Right.
all the time. Like if our artist gets canceled, then that's it. You know, so there's not enough press that we can do to switch this thing around. No, so a lot of it goes into how do we make this artist look like the best artist we can. And so in that case, it is what's hot. It is leeching on to trends. It's love and hip hop. It's what's hot right now. How do you capitalize on it right now?
That's interesting, because I thought it would be like the opposite, because I've heard that, recently over the last, say, like 5, 6, 7 years, is that love and hip hop has taken like a scripted turn. Like a scripted turn is like, we're gonna set up these scenes, we're gonna put these people that clearly don't like each other, we're gonna make sure they're in the same place at the same time, da 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 da. And so you're saying that it's no, like that's how it is, because we want to make sure that those artists are relevant.
It's all a label is at its most basic point, sales. That's all we do. We get a percentage, we sell stuff, the revenue that we make is broken down, and then everyone takes a percentage of it. That's all a label does. Marketing, you break an artist, you're selling the artist to the public, you're selling the artist to award shows, you're selling the artist to consumers. Like that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And so you make them relevant, or you try your best to make them relevant.
Facts. Okay. So tell us how you got to Def. Tell us a bit how. Take us behind
Oh,
the curtain. Your
oh man.
process. What? Yeah, because
You know,
we just from Arkansas. Are you from Arkansas?
I'm,
No, you're
I'm
not
from
from Arkansas.
I'm from Gary, Indiana. I'm from Gary,
You from
Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. We
So
met in
that's
Arkansas.
in Arkansas. Um, that's the thing. Connections are everything. You know what I'm saying? And people say, I worked hard, I prayed hard. I did. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that, but it's definitely about connections. Um, when I first got to New Jersey, before I ended up working at Def Jam, I actually had to take a job as a middle school at a middle school. You know what I'm saying? Doing work right there, just hustling, building networks, saying so on and so forth. My culture shock was when I got there. I'm like, okay, cool. I might not be where I want to be, but at least I'm a Black man. I got my bachelor's degree in accounting from Philanthropy College, HBCU. I got my master's from Arkansas State University. MBA in finance. I know that when I get to New York, they're gonna have to hire me. Nah. First of all, New York has a population of 8 million people. You got
Facts.
NYU, you got, like what realizing that I was not special was the most humbling. Like, okay, you a Black man with a master's degree. Here go 100,000 other Black men with master's degrees today. Like I can put them out for you. You know what I'm saying? And even California. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles is 3.5 million. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. In terms of networking, and I want to stress this. Be humble and be hardworking at every platform you get. Uh, how I got to Def Jam is because I asked uh, frat brother, Leganzi Kale, is there anything I can do to help you out at his radio station? Shout out to KLEK. Um, he said, no, but it's certain stuff you can do, but I like your spirit and how you worked. I'm going to connect you to a high school teacher. His name is Dr. Jeff Flanagan. Um, Same thing. Hey, I'm just trying to get in. I'm hungry. Kid from Gary, Indiana. I'm willing to put the work in. He likes my spirit, connects me with this dude named Martin. I'll leave out his last name because he's the type of person that if you want to connect with him, you have to find him. So he, for real, this is how it works. He's
Okay.
he's business partners with Jeff Burrows. His stuff is easy enough to find. Jeff Burrows is currently the senior vice president of marketing at Def Jam Recording. Before that, senior vice president of marketing at Sony. Before that, EVP of Bad Boy Records. So we talking Diddy. Like crazy. I actually got in trouble. I actually got in trouble. That's a whole nother story with Diddy. I was sending a plaque to his house, and I did not put his alias on the shipping label. So when that thing says Sean Combs and the
Sean
address,
Combs.
I was like, oh no, like it was all bad. I thought, anyway, but yeah. So I start, talking to this dude Martin. We chop it up a little bit. He says, I can't do anything with you in Arkansas. Mind you, he went to college in Arkansas, graduated from the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville.
Okay.
Back in 2005 or whatever. Says I can't do anything with you in Arkansas. You're gonna have to move to Jersey. Right now, he didn't promise me anything at that time, but you have to hear that voice. You have to be in tune with, what your purpose is. I said, I could have took my MBA at Arkansas State and been like, all right, cool. Let me find a job here. I So I might not be special in New York, but in Arkansas, black man with a master's degree can't hurt too much.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm like, I can accept failure. I can't accept not trying.
Mm. Hold
For
on.
real.
Slow down. Slow down. Say it again. Say it again
I,
for people in the
I,
back.
I can accept failure. I can't accept not trying. So I moved down my apartment. I took only the stuff that I can fit in my car. I drove from Jonesboro, Arkansas to Gary, Indiana. That's 9 hours. And then I drove from Gary, Indiana to Newark, New Jersey at this place that was $600 a month. Uh, no heat, no refrigerator, third floor, worst neighborhood. Didn't have a job lined up. Actually had to pull from my retirement account to, make sure I can make rent payments and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, 40 days in, had no job. I'm like, all right, I consider myself a very spiritual person, or somewhat. I'm like, God, this ain't what you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I done gave up a master's degree. You know what I'm saying? I done gave up a job, a secure job at Arkansas State. And with my professor who promised me I would be making like 80K after graduation. So I'm like, man, what's up? What's up, God? This ain't
For the people that are stunned in the back, yes, he said he was guaranteed a job
yeah,
making 80K and
yeah,
said, I'm moving to New
yeah,
York with no
yeah,
job.
with no job. I was and crazily enough, I ended up working at the middle school. They reached out to me on LinkedIn. I was like, well, I got to do something while I'm still trying to network and work for Martin to see if I can, if he likes me or not. But before that, like I said, I went 40 days without a job. I had a master's degree and was at an orientation to be a door-to-door salesman for Verizon Wireless.
Okay.
Here I am, master's degree. I'm like, I'm about to be a door-to-door salesman now.
Mm-hmm. Doing what you got to do.
What? Went to the orientation, didn't like it, left. I'm like, God, I gotta be something else. You know what I'm saying? I went back in my LinkedIn, found this school. They reached out to me. I called them. I'm like, y'all still hiring? They said, come through. I talked to them. I got the job. Fast forward to a year later, I'm preparing myself. I'm preparing this field trip for these fifth graders, and it's talent show the same day. And so I'm moving this stuff to the auditorium. I get a call from Martin that says, "Hey, a position just opened up at Def Jam. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah." you know what I'm saying? He's like, "Cool. I'm gonna connect you with my boy Jeff Burrows, and you're going to meet with this man." You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, "Oh, well, all right, bet." May comes around. I go to the office at Def Jam Recordings. It's located 1755 Broadway, New York, 10019. I know this. It's ingrained in my head. You walk in, right? It's TVs and plaques and stuff everywhere. This at the front level when you first walk in, before you even get past security, because they got to bust you up. Remember, it's a record label.
Yeah.
You see, you like, this is dope as hell. Like it's a stage inside the record label. Like you walk in, you see a stage, live bands, you see a lounge area. Like this is where music lives. Def Jam is under Universal Music, so it's Universal Music and then 7 other major labels. So it's Republic, it's Interscope, it's Vivendi, Def Jam, Island. I'm missing a few, but yeah. I go up there. I talk to Jeff Burrows for about 15 minutes. She says, "Thank you." And then I left. And then May comes around. I don't hear nothing. June comes around. I don't hear nothing.
Mm-hmm.
July comes around and I'm like, all right, I got this man's cell phone number. I don't know how I got it, but I did. So I'm like, let me become annoying. And most people in the industry, if you sit them down to their story, they got annoying. And so I would email this man, "Hey, Jeff, this is what I do. If I was, at this point, I was trying to be his assistant. So this is, hey, Jeff, this is what I do if I was your assistant. This is how I'd arrange your meetings. This is how I book your flights. This is how I would A, B, C, D, E, right? Um, you know, heard some stuff, but didn't really. It was July 14th, 2019. Like I said, I consider myself, I ain't where I need to be in my walk with God, but you know what I'm saying? Like I think it's a, you know what I'm saying, it's a real thing. I know where the address is located. I go there and I put my hand on the building and I say, I thank you, Jesus, for the dominion that you're going to give me here at Def Jam Recordings. I thank you for the opportunity and the networking and the fact that I'll be able to create real change here at this company. In your name I pray, amen, right? I walk from the building. I hear a voice that says, call him. What? Call Jeff Burrows. All right, I call him. He says, hello? And I said, hey. He said, what's up? I said, are you free right now? He said, I am. I said, I still want to work with you. He says, I know. When can you start? And I say,
what'd you say?
I said, August 5th? He said, bet, see you then. Hung up. And at that point, I was like, bro. Bro.
Okay, so back up. Wait. So you mean to tell me you didn't, so you had the interview and
I never sent in a job application. So
never sent in a job up. Okay, so that's first off the board. You didn't see the job on Indeed. First of all, Frat Brother said, hey, there's a position open. Do you want it? That's first and foremost. Then, okay, fast forward to the actual interview. You show up suited and booted, do your best in the interview, thinking you're gonna hear something next week. 2 weeks.
Right.
3 weeks.
Right.
1 month.
Right.
2 months.
Now I'm getting irritated.
Now we in July, and we like, okay. Then you go up to the building, pray over your spot, call him, and then he said, okay, yeah, sure, go ahead. No, he said, when can you start?
I said,
all right, see you then.
Exactly.
None of that is the traditional job path when you apply for any other job. You go on Indeed, send them your resume, go on an interview, kill it,
and when
I back from within 2 weeks.
And this is the type thing. Like when they say suited and booted, I came in there with a whole suit. I got a call from Jeff's business partner Martin. They was like, he like you, but you look like Malcolm X, nigga. Take it. Don't come in there with no more suits. You in a whole record label now. You at Def Jam Recordings. Ain't no niggas in suits.
Interesting.
They want to see the swag. It's crazy. So like, that's a whole other thing.
Okay.
Like he literally was like, here's some money. Go buy you a new wardrobe. I'm like, oh, this is real. I'm okay. The craziest thing ever.
They told you this after the fact, after you got the job.
Because he was like, now you're going in there as a reflection of me. Don't fuck this up. Yeah.
Okay. So did you start? I think you worked your way up to your marketing position, right? So what was the position they gave you? Was it like, just go get my coffee? Just I just need to do this.
So okay.
What was the initial initial foot in the door?
I was the personal assistant to Jeff Burrows, the senior vice president of marketing. You know what I'm saying? Former EVP of Bad Boy Records, right? So when I tell you this man is like working for Diddy, it's really like working for Diddy. Like there's an episode on Making a Band that Dave Chappelle makes fun of when like he sends people downtown to like get food and stuff.
Yeah.
That's real. That's real. Okay. My man sent me downtown to, we in New York. So he sent me downtown to like Harlem, right? Cause it's only these chicken wings that he only likes from this place at this time. He was like, go get them for me. What?
At a specific time. Because they dropped the grease. They dropped the grease fresh at this time.
Yes. Yeah, but I got some stories, bro. I got some stories, but I wasn't going nowhere, bro. Like in my mind, I'm like, I give up everything to be here. I'm not going nowhere. What the fuck is you
Mind
talking
you,
about?
they didn't discuss salary with you. They didn't discuss benefits. They just said, "All right."
Oh yeah. So when I got in, right? So it's August 5th, right? I got in. they give me my salary or whatever, right? It says last day October 5th. Now hold on. Now hold on.
Of the same year.
Of the same year.
So basically, okay, go ahead.
So I look at it. I'm like, oh, okay. What does this mean? He said, well, don't worry about it. He said, don't worry about that. If I don't like you, you'll be gone in a week. Oh, got it. This is Def Jam Recordings. This is the entertainment industry.
This is Def Jam.
They're not playing with us. They're not. It's when I in a new position now, I had to interview people for the assistant position, right? You know what I'm saying? Like looking on the actual application, right? The number of applicants was 12,200. The ones who hit me up on LinkedIn was like 1,200. So yeah. What everybody wants your spot. It's Def Jam. It's Def Jam. You think Def Jam Def Jam ain't at college recruitment fairs? Why?
Oh, definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? They're not handing out flyers and brochures. You know what I'm saying? They not, you know, I like DHS. They're not DHS. You know what I'm saying? Like these are individuals. You know what I'm saying? People come to them. So yeah. So that's the thing. So from every menial task, when you're somebody's personal assistant, my boss's favorite movie is The Devil Wears Prada. It makes sense. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Just based on how it went down with me. But yeah. I'm laughing back on it because it's like, that was some wild stuff.
I believe
that was some wild stuff. But yeah, it's that industry. When everybody wants your spot, what you gonna do? Either you gonna let it, you know what I'm saying, go after you. You can go after it, or you gonna let somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in competition. I always think what's meant for me is meant for me, but that doesn't mean you can't not put in work for it. Like, that's why. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, go get what's yours. If it's yours, go get it. Like you got the tools to get it. Go get it. But yeah, man, that's pretty much how I got there.
Man, I feel you. Okay, so from being what's the trajectory? Did you just like hustle? Did you work hard? Did you never say no? From going through the assistant to the marketing coordinator. Okay. What was that? What was that like?
And it's crazy. I went to my boss's house for Christmas. Got lost in it. That's a whole other thing. You know the house is. Oh, I don't think you understand. So.
Because I'm thinking, because you saying New York, I'm thinking, penthouses, I'm thinking, big city. So that means he was out in the burbs. That means he was one of them burbs with a big house.
So let me help you out. Let me give you a quick synopsis, right? The people who are currently on our label, Big Sean, Janae Aiko, Tiana Taylor, Justin Bieber, Kanye West.
Biebs on Def Jam? I didn't know that.
He was on Def Jam. Yeah, that's when he was on Def Jam.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, so let me see who else I didn't name. Dave East. Who else? And then you have your legacy artists, right? You got DMX, LL Cool J, Jadakiss, Fabulous. You know what I'm saying? In my first, in the first 5 hands, right? I just named, you know what I'm saying, at least $4 billion, right? So if they, from their career, got $4 billion, you know what I'm saying, the senior vice president of the company, that had to trickle down to somebody. It didn't trickle down to me. So that's a whole other thing. The first time I got lost in this house, because it was multiple times. The first time I got lost in this house, he had sent me on some crazy tasks to he was overseas. He was like, hey, I need somebody to go find a window washer from my house. Go to my house, make sure they wash my windows. So I get there, he gives me the code, I walk in, I look up for about 30 to 45 seconds. I get lost. Probably some stuff I shouldn't be saying, but like I got lost in that motherfucker house, bro. Like, and I'm like, okay, this is what hard work can do. This is what it is. Like this is what this looks like. You know what I'm saying? You can get lost. You can get lost. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy stuff. But yeah. I think I was rambling. What was the original question? Trajectory.
PA to coordinator.
So I say all that. I went to his house again for Christmas, and he told me how I got it. He was like, you came in there and you became indisposable. Like you became indisposable, and you made sure that everybody at the label knew who you were. You weren't just another assistant. You know what I'm saying? We get those every 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like he says, and I love firing people. That's what he said. I love firing people. But you came in there, and within 2 months of initially being there, you ran a whole Keep Chris campaign, which literally is what I ran. It was called Keep Chris campaign. I got in cool with the senior vice president of A&R, Noah Preston, senior vice president of digital and commerce, Theda Sandiford, all the product managers, everybody on the content team, everybody on the creative team, social media team, our people in radio and promo, you know what I'm saying, on the West Coast. You weren't getting rid of me. Like if you fired me, people were going to ask, why did you fire Chris? Like that, I had to make sure like that was the thing. And that's not to say that I wasn't close to being fired, because I was. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Multiple times. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta recover. But yeah.
What happened? You brought the chicken wing lukewarm, didn't you?
It wasn't even that. It's what was the lie? Okay.
Just give me an example of something that can get you fired. Something that's very small that could get you fired.
So there's a thing called, you have streets and avenues in New York, right? He had a meeting with this dude named Ray Goldburn, who's over, like, you know what I'm saying, pretty much the main go-to guy at BET, right? The address given was like 765 Fifth Avenue, right? I wrote it down to him as 765 Fifth Street. So when your boss has to meet with the head of BET and you send him to a different location, I don't know how I survived that. Honestly,
that must have been God's grace right there.
God's grace, you don't know. And that was what I was preferably new to. Oh yeah, it was.
What's up, guys? We all know that in order to create your version of the good life, you have to have a fulfilling career. And that's why today's episode is sponsored by the Dreams and Nightmares Career Exploration Program. It's that awesome program that helps your students build a foundation based on their strengths and even weaknesses, explore the world of work, and create a step-by-step plan to turn their dreams into a reality. Now, it includes an e-course, it includes an assessment, it even includes a 90-day coaching program and a group experience for those mentoring groups in nonprofit organizations. It is the awesome career program designed by yours truly to help your student, whether you're in college or whether you're in high school, really know how to turn your dream career into a reality and to avoid those deep, dark nightmares. Now, for those of you that are adults and are not students anymore, don't worry, I didn't leave you out either. Today's episode is also sponsored by the Welcome to the Jungle program. The Welcome to the Jungle program is the program designed to help you grow both personally and professionally by helping you master yourself. We do this by helping you master the 4 dominant animal personality traits that everybody has, which includes the dominant lion, the inspirational flamingo, the supportive chameleon, and the very cautious turtle. Conquering these animals is the key to not only dominating in your professional life, but also knowing how to thrive in your everyday jungle with your family and your relationships. So be sure to check out these 2 programs at www.goodlifetc.org /dreams and /W2J. And now back to the show.
But yeah, it was when you're dealing with that level, like, you know what I'm saying, like him and Diddy are close, best friends type thing. You know what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with that, I remember like even little stuff, like the first day I got there, you know what I'm saying, one, he came in, closed the door, he said, one, I only fly first class, only window seats. I don't mind flying coach if I absolutely have to, but the flight time has to be less than 3 hours. When I get to the hotel, I like to stay at the Four Seasons. I need the highest. I need the room on the tallest floor with the view looking east. Just like people don't understand this. People don't understand this. It's wild out here.
Because you blowing my mind. Let's go. Okay.
You're dealing with people. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with people who do this. You know what I'm saying? When Kanye wanted to, you know, Jesus is King, right? When Kanye wanted to show that to the senior vice presidents, you know what I'm saying? I got a call on Saturday at you know what I'm saying, 8 p.m. I'm thinking I'm done for the, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Kanye want all of us in Cody, Wyoming tomorrow. Make it happen. Click. Huh? How? What did you expect? What was the plan here? You make it happen. You
first class.
you can if you tell them no, I'm gonna find somebody who tell me yes. That's it. So going from that to being promoted during a pandemic is different, and also receiving a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I like music. I want to be a songwriter one day, and you know what I'm saying? And I've heard this from multiple people who I now call colleagues or whatever. They said you got the blessing now. I said, what do you mean? They said, you know, you want to be a songwriter, you're literally in the building. Write it. But you got one chance. If you throw a song and it's whack, don't ever come up, don't ever present another song ever. And I don't even want to be famous. I don't even want to be famous. The person who wrote Michael Jackson's Thriller is still eating.
Oh yeah.
Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. She making 60 million a year. Royalties. That's my dream goal. But for right now, man, I'm just grateful to be here. Along for the ride. The perks are amazing.
Man, I don't want to get past all them gems you just dropped, because people are paying attention. What you said was you made yourself extremely valuable to the team. And that's something that everybody can do in their industry. Like wherever you go in, make yourself so valuable that they have to keep you, and that they have to put you in position to even make them even more valuable. Whether you are doing something, whether you bagging groceries and giving people like affirmations. Like I think I heard a story like a while ago of like somebody who was like a bagger at a grocery store, and what he did was he like added like notes or affirmations or whatever to everybody that came through his aisle was like that. And so when he missed a day, it was a big problem because the customers loved that.
Exactly.
And so doing things in your space, your job, your career, you have to make yourself so valuable that they have to promote you. Like they have to keep you. Like they can't get rid of you. And I think that's a very valuable tip.
I wanted to be at the point, if I called in sick, that my boss would lose his mind. That's how integral I wanted. That's how integral I wanted to be in his life. Like, damn, I really can't do shit without Chris. Like that's how I wanted to be. And so that's what I strive for. That's what I strive for.
I love that. Okay, so for the people who are aspiring to get into the music industry, well, one, let's go with the track as far as people who want to be like the business side of things. So like, you know, the marketing execs, the coordinator who want to, you know, be on the business side of things. And then we'll circle back to the actual artist side later, because I know that those are two completely different processes.
Right. All right. So for those who want to be in the business side, of music. My first advice, which you will learn the hard way, is that this industry has no respecter of person. All right. You know what I'm saying? Unless you already came in with a great level of music experience doing some amazing stuff, you're going to start at like an EA position. You know what I'm saying? Or potentially a coordinator position. Like that's first thing first. Like you know what I'm saying? The people I report to now, I technically have more degrees than them. They would just they put in way more work, way more time, had way more connections, and became an expert at that thing. Just because I have an MBA in finance doesn't mean I can automatically go downstairs to the fourth floor, see Jen, and run the finance department. No, these people are geniuses in what they do, and you know what I'm saying. And that door, you know, it's very narrow. Like to get your foot in, find a way to have one genuine connection with someone in a field you're interested in, and make sure you know this is something that they want to do. For example, if you use your leverage to get what you want, you run a podcast. If I was interested in the music industry, I would type in I'll type in the label I'm interested in. You know what I'm saying? On their page, it has staff workers. Get on LinkedIn, connect with them, find their email address, email them, and be like, hey, I want to speak to you about, you know what I'm saying, for my podcast. And you can damn near cater it to them. If it's a Black woman, say, hey, I got this podcast. This week we're doing Black women in entertainment. We would love to have you come. Executives love to hear themselves talk. At that point, bow. You have two connections already, because A, you'll be connecting with their assistant or their coordinator to get a time, and then B, you have a personal connection with the senior vice president or whatever the executive you have. At that point, become annoying. Make room.
I just want to be clear, Chris. You telling me I could have got the executive vice president of Def Jam on this podcast? That what you telling me?
Yeah.
Man, okay. I'll keep that in mind for future episodes. All right.
Yeah.
Not to say I don't appreciate
you. He might charge you though. He might charge you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
He might charge you.
I got you. They're gonna charge. Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind for future episodes. All right. So now let's pivot to the people who, you know, have a dollar in the dream, because it's your job to make sure that the people that are relevant stay relevant.
Right.
But you know, I imagine a piece of that is also keeping an eye out for those people who are up and coming and who you need to go ahead and snatch to your label, because I imagine you guys got pretty hefty competition.
Oh my God. Most of your favorite artists are, you know what I'm saying, have either some way, shape or form. I can't say much, but you know what I'm saying, have been in the boardroom at Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like it is. You know what I'm saying? For you, for those who want to be involved in the industry, one, you got to have a budget. Do not just put your music out. That's crazy. All right.
So don't just put it on SoundCloud and say, "Hey, check me out."
No, it's horrible.
Okay.
For me, on average, I get about 40 songs a week sent to my DMs from people who are aspiring. For A&Rs, they get anywhere from 200 to 300, just flat out. In terms of DSPs, which means just digital sharing platforms, which is like your Spotify, your Apple, your YouTube, your SoundCloud, yada yada yada. I think it's about like 6,000 songs get added per day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
makes sense.
And it's per genre, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got 6,000 hip hop songs just got added, you know what I'm saying, each day. So by the end of the week, it's 42,000 songs. What makes your song special? You see what I'm saying? Have a budget and know how to market your stuff effectively, right? It is our job to see what's bubbling, what's trending, right? what a label is, you know what I'm saying, we can't necessarily control the culture, but we can be the best ones to react to it. So for you,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, if I got a song, you know, start small. Every marketing plan can be watered down, right? So maybe you don't have 10,000 on marketing. Maybe you don't have, you know what I'm saying, 5,000 on blogs, but you do have, you know what I'm saying, people in your area who can put you on a podcast. You know, you have people who are bloggers who want to write, you know what I'm saying, a piece, but ain't got no relevant information. You have, you know what I'm saying, people will make a TikTok dance to your song for $100. You know what I'm saying? Like start small, create your own buzz. For you to receive attention from an A&R or whatever, you have to at least be the best in your area. And be able to, it does not matter. What we found is that there isn't a really huge connection between talent and followers. So you have some A&Rs who don't even believe in signing people with huge followings. If the talent is there, you're good to go. Is that breaking up?
No, you're good.
Yeah. So, you know, yeah, that's a lot.
So
but
wait,
yeah.
so before we go deeper, let me back up. So what you're saying is, for those people who are, you know, from Gary, Indiana, from Jonesboro, from Memphis, from Little Rock to Atlanta, all over the world, who are, you know, aspiring artists, whether they're rap, country, whatever genre they are, that they should not just release content.
No.
They shouldn't just release song, but they should have maybe a strategy to it. Like some type of, okay, basically the goal needs to, if you want to draw the attention of a label, you have to generate buzz and you need to be the best at it in your particular in your particular like city, in your region. Like what do you mean by like, you want to be the best at it?
And let me also say this, a huge reason why artists don't get signed, bad management. A huge reason. You didn't make your homeboy your manager and he don't know business. Find somebody who knows business.
So give me an example. Give me an example of bad business.
Oh, okay. So let me see.
Without saying too much, obviously.
Okay. You're hard to get in touch with. You know what I'm saying? You're the type of artist manager who expects, you know what I'm saying, money for everything, but doesn't put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Or you're always wondering about how you personally get paid from stuff instead of, you know what I'm saying, you know, doing what's best for your artist. You know what I'm saying? Like that's bad management. Like if we can't get a hold of you, if you're selfish in your business dealings, like you wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's enough artists to find another artist. You know what I'm saying? Like it's be somebody who is easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you yield, you know what I'm saying, your position, but you know what I'm saying, be easy to work with. Work with us. Like we're trying to, helping you helps us. You know what I'm saying? Like do it that way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bad management, don't know business. You're late when it comes in contracts. You don't know A, B, C, D, E. And for artists, your first purchase or whatever should not be a manager. It should be a lawyer. Your manager will be entitled to whatever percentage of your sign-on bonus. So they don't really care what deal you sign. You know what I'm saying? You might have signed a $400K deal. 20% of that, $80K. But you just gave all your publishing. You don't get paid for nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, get a lawyer. Learn your stuff. Get somebody who knows this. The entertainment lawyer is perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? For those listeners of his podcast, see if you connect with him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the office, like, figure that out. But yeah.
So what about for those artists who don't have a manager? Like, you know, the people who, what is that man's name? So he had he was in Memphis, and this was like years ago, but he had a song with Drake, and he generated a lot of buzz. I don't know if he got signed. I don't know if he got,
Black Boy JB.
Black Boy JB, yes. So I think he had like maybe 2 songs that were like nationally played. He had a song with Drake that generated a lot of buzz, but I don't know like what happened after that. Not saying
Well, let's.
if he's came into Def Jam, don't say too much. But I'm saying like what if like people like that who have a good hit and then don't capitalize on it?
Like I said, this entire thing is relevancy, and once again, Black Boy isn't signed to Def Jam or Universal. That was when he released the song. He was signed to Warner. So that's a whole other. That's
okay.
So they're competing labels. We have the big 3. I call them. You have Universal, you have Sony, and then you have Warner. So those are the big.
Def Jam is under Sony. Where is Def Jam?
Under Universal.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say those are the big 3, and every major label lives under the umbrella of those 3. So for him, you know what I'm saying, it's all about relevancy. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what his deal was, you know what I'm saying, but it's continuously to be relevant, play ball. I can't say the reason, you know what I'm saying, artists get dropped, but yeah, it happens. It happens quite often. Most artists don't make it past year 2 of their deal, and so people get the deal, get the hit, and then believe that they're good now. Who told you that? Who told you that? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, just like we got to put in work, you got to put in work.
So for the people who are aspiring artists, so if you get the opportunity, one, capitalize on it. Like if there's a marketing coordinator that's looking to get in contact with you, make sure your phone is looking for that call. So if you got a call coming in from New York, from Atlanta, from Los Angeles, California, you don't recognize the number or whatever, pick up anyway.
And this is the thing I never understood. When people release a song and they tag the artist, like why? Why not find who their manager is? You know what I'm saying? You'd be much better off tagging the manager than the artist. The artists don't sign.
But we talking about people who don't have managers, though. That's what I'm talking about specifically.
What I'm saying is you can tag the manager of an artist that you like. Managers, So for example, can I give a man? I'm trying to see if I can know. Okay, they're at our label. And that's for the listeners to look up. There's a manager for, well, actually, I can say it. His name is Tech, right? Tech is the manager for Trouble and 2 Chainz, right?
Okay.
Managers are always looking for new, fresh talent that can sell. Instead of releasing a song and tagging 2 Chainz, why would you not tag the manager? Who can be like, okay, I want to manage this person who's already connected to the label, so I can just bring this artist to the A&R. Like, why would you not do that? You know what I'm saying? But you lack knowledge in that area. See what I'm saying? So it's like, figure that out. As an artist, if you want a deal, because you don't need one anymore, you don't. What a deal does is allocate, you know what I'm saying, the most resources to your success, but you don't need a deal. It's just going to take you a lot longer to do it.
So now go ahead. I'll let you finish your thought because we're going to circle back to that in a second.
All right. So, but yeah, tag, you know what I'm saying, try to tag the managers. You should, if you like an artist, find out who manages them. Let's try that first. First. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, if you're an Apple user or Spotify, if you actually listen to the song, it's 3 dots, whatever. For every song, there's a section that says show credits. You can find out what label an artist is under, who helped them write the song, and who produced it. Like that's public information. Right. Reach out to those individuals too. Like you don't have to, do that alone. You don't have to do anything alone. But you do have to get a team. Find a team, and don't let everybody on your team be just like you. You are artists, but everybody on your team is artists too. I just seen one of you throw your homeboys under the bus when the money came to you and you not look out for your homeboys. I've seen that too. You know what I'm saying? If y'all all got aspiring dreams, you think your homeboy is, if it's a girl group and it's 4 of y'all, right? And the label says, I sign you, but for 3 of y'all. I signed 3 of y'all. I want a 3-girl group. And y'all gonna stick together? It's crazy. I'm telling you, you gotta find people who are loyal to you. I still pray for a loyal team because I know what I'm connected to at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when you see the money that's made, when you see the budget for the first time, you're like, oh, that's my salary. Y'all spending that on this? It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've seen the budget for release parties that were more than my salary for the year for a 3-hour event. You know what I'm saying? So like when you see that, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, okay, it's money to be made in this thing, but you need people who, you know what I'm saying, who can trust.
I want to make sure. So I want to circle back to a point that, like I said, we're gonna touch on that later, because you said you don't need a deal, which in my mind sparks the independent artist versus getting a record deal. Not necessarily debate, because I'm not in the space like you are, but I've noticed it like on the outside looking in. Like apparently there's I don't want to say a war between like the record labels and independent artists, but talk about that a little bit, because I'm not in the industry. My understanding of it is, yeah, when you are an independent artist, yeah, you take home everything, but everything is on you. Your promotion, your marketing, your recordings, your booking, everything is on you, which is why the record deal is advantageous, because essentially you get all of their resources at your disposal,
right?
As long as you're relevant,
right? So I mean, you're 100% right, right? All an independent artist means in its most watered down term is that you pay all the bills. That's it. Independent artist means I pay all the bills. An artist with the deal is, okay, the label pays all the bills or a good amount of them, but I have to give something up, you know what I'm saying, for this. So it depends, right? So for the independent artist, you know, you've been trying to find a BET Connect for the past year and a half. At the label, I just call them. You know what I'm saying? I got a BET Connect on my phone right now. I just call them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things you could do.
Talk your talk, Chris.
I mean,
talk your talk.
Look, when you're in this industry, like yeah, everything becomes accessible to you. So I just started out, like I haven't even been here for 2 years, but yeah, you know, BET, MTV, Amazon, VH1, BuzzFeed, you know what I'm saying, New York Fashion Week, like you in that industry, you know what I'm saying? I got Big Sean's manager number in my phone, like
right.
We on a text thread right now, you know what I'm saying? Like it's when you in it, you in it. When you're not, you're not. So it's like it's a whole other thing. But for the label, you know what I'm saying, we're going to connect you with these people and pay for it, right? But that money has to come out of something. You know what I'm saying? Like if we spend $10,000 on your music video, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna want a percentage of your streaming. And let me talk about streaming for a second. Streaming, one stream. When people say they got, you know what I'm saying, 10,000 streams, a stream is in the most basic calculation 0.005. So each stream is half of a penny. That's it.
Okay.
One stream is half of a penny. And you do not get paid for your stream unless the song runs longer than 30 seconds. So if I'm listening to, you know what I'm saying, Lovelace's R&B track called Wedding Ring, you know what I'm saying, at 29 seconds, if I'm like, all right, that's enough of that, you don't get paid for that.
Oh, so if I skip the song, I don't get nothing.
It got to be at least 30. It got to be at least 30 seconds in before you get that half of a penny.
So even if I'm registering 10,000 streams, if all those streams aren't at least 30 seconds, I don't necessarily get paid.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
so when you look at it like that,
the label pays you, or is it Apple? Who pays you for that?
it would be a DSP. So it would be like your it depends.
You work
In
that out
most
in
cases,
your contract.
in most cases, it would be the streaming network. So you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
It would be YouTube, Spotify, yada 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 yada. Right? Because they want to break artists too. People don't understand that. Like Spotify and Apple want to be the first ones to break an artist, and yeah, it's not just labels. You want to, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah. Apple will or Spotify, and that's a whole other thing. That's like playlisting, where Apple will listen to a song that's bubbling up and literally put your song in a playlist that they think will get more streams for. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, when you look at it, let me see my calculator. What's 10,000 times 0.005? You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see, 10,000 times 0.0.
What's that? 200?
That's $50.
Ah, that's terrible.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's $50.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to put that investment in. They're like, oh, I got 10,000 streams. Yeah, but you only made $50, and that's if each one of those 10,000 streams played for at least 30 seconds. Now, would you rather do that or sign this deal? You know what I'm saying?
You can get the money up front, and then we can maybe work out another deal later.
Exactly. And then most deals, unless it's like a 360, most deals don't touch what you make during touring. So anything you make on tour is yours. So if you got a hot song, you go on tour, you get your money back. Mm-hmm. Or you get the money that you think you were owed from the label. I never understood how artists, you know what I'm saying, 2-3 years down the line, talk about, you know what I'm saying, the label stole A, B, and C. All right. But if that's the case, the label called Billboard. The label paid for your music video. The label, you know what I'm saying, got you on BET, MTV, filing, yada, 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 yada. That all costs money. Now, if you saying we stole from you, that's fine. Just give us all the money that we spent back over the past 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna do that? No.
Yeah.
You know yeah. Like, so looking at it, and I know artists and I know, you know what I'm saying, label people. So that's an interesting concept. But like, yeah, that's what that is. And labels take a risk of every time, right? And when an artist doesn't work out, they get dropped. We still lose that money. You know what I'm saying? Like we cannot take back sign-on bonuses. So let's say we signed you, right, for 200,000, right, for a 2-album deal. If your album goes triple plywood, they decide to drop you. You get to you get to keep your 200,000. We said
triple plywood. I'm dead.
You know what I'm saying? You get to you know what I'm saying, you get to keep that. We just lost 200,000. 200,000 for the sign-on bonus and anything we might have spent getting your music video shot, TV appearances, blogs, press, yada yada.
Yeah. I see. So basically, the deal is you take the risk or they take the risk. That's really what it boils down to. Yeah. Okay, I feel you. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a chance. Go ahead.
Even small stuff that you don't see, like the shade room, that's shit like $10,000 a post. People don't even notice that. 10K a post. Yeah. People don't understand how much it costs until the bill is on them. But yeah, I digress.
No, I feel you. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a chance to flex on us one time. This is the one. I know you're a humble guy. I'm gonna give you a chance to flex on us one time. Talk about like some of the artists that you have either come across or worked with, and did any of them like leave you like starstruck? Even if it was for a second.
Okay. No, plenty of artists I didn't got starstruck by. I remember my first week there, and you know he's older, but it don't matter. I was walking with my boss, right? And you know, so we're downstairs in the lobby. Mace walks in the building, right?
Okay.
He looks at my boss. He's like, "Yo, Jeff, what's good?" I'm like, "Mace, Mace, right?" Mace comes, walk, you know what I'm saying? Jeff like, "What's up?" You know, so they shake up or whatever. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, you just talking to Mace like you talking to Mace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, hey, can I take a picture with you, Mace? And then my boss was like, well, he cool so far, Mace. And then Mace was like, I will, Jeff, if he cool with you, then he cool with me. That's how I got my first picture for my first celebrity. And then of course stuff goes down the line. Met DMX. He really talks like this in real life. For real, he was playing at Def Jam. There's a lot with pool table arcade games. Like when we're not working, the play is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But the most starstruck I've ever gotten, I remember this. Oh God, I was in the lobby, right, and Janae Aiko was coming up, and so I didn't know what she was, right? So what I'm saying, this meeting is about to start with my boss, right? So I walk into his office. I look to the left, and Janae Aiko is sitting down right there. And I remember not being able to talk. Because in my mind, I'm like, there's no way she just fine in real life, right? And I'm sorry, Big Sean. Janae and Big Sean on the same label. So, Sarah Zeno, forgive me. That's Big Sean's managers, and, whatever. But come on, my guy. So I walk in, right? I'm like, hey, boss, your meeting is up. And I felt my jaw drop. I'm like, oh. And she didn't have no dress on. Like, she just had baggy ass clothes. Like, it was like a red,
like regular
baggy
day
hoodie. But I was like, oh, she's really that fine in real life. Like, she's really that out would be the one like that left me not being able to speak. That one.
I feel you, bro. I don't worry about the what just came out on screen. That's good. Okay. I feel I probably be starstruck too. I ain't gonna lie. Janae Aiko.
Yeah, so like
It's
I'm
Janae.
right here. I'm right here. Janae's an arm distance. Like, I could reach out and grab a thigh. I would never do that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, okay, this is how she looked for real. Got it. Man, I would say that's in the top three.
No doubt. I probably be too. I ain't gonna lie to you. So tell me what's next, man. So you've clawed your way into the position that you're in now. You moved cross country to form no job. I hope you're not in that apartment that you was in when you first got there.
Oh, no. And people, first of all, my rent for a 1-bedroom in Jersey. Like, I live in Jersey. I commute to New York. It's $1,800 a month. I want to make sure that people understand that this ain't it's a 1-bedroom. People say they want to live on the East Coast. They want to be by these buildings. Okay. That's in Jersey. In New York, the same apartment will go for like $3,500. I wouldn't. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Part of me from from Indiana, Arkansas, know better than that. Like, nigga, I figured out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to pay that. People pay crazy prices just so they live there. That's wild to me. Like, no, fam, make the best of what you have. What's next for me? I want to keep growing. I want to keep learning. You know what I'm saying? I do next steps. You know what I'm saying? I do want to write that song and collect my first royalty check. That's one. Second one, I want to see who's next. But I want to show him off. Like, show him or her off. Like, I have been looking for like artists who like code, but I want to be the one. I want to be the one that discovered them. Low key. That's bragging rights. Like, I want to be the one, like, you know what I'm saying, the person who discovered, you know what I'm saying, the baby. He's not on our label, but he's on Republic's label, which is right upstairs. So building layout wise, each label has a floor. So Republic's on the 8th, Def Jam's on the 7th, so on and so forth. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, you cold. You found him, you good. You know what I'm saying? The person who found Roddy Ricch, lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's next. But also just figuring out how to make more money from this. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, like, I want to retire by 33. I'm 27 now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, ultimate goal is to be on the Forbes 30 under 30 list. Start a free trade school in Gary, Indiana, where people could just learn. You know what I'm saying? Gary has a lot of crime, and you know, I would love to be able to create an avenue where people can make their own money, and you know what I'm saying, create their own income, and crime. It's literally proven that crime decreases when neighborhoods are more affluent. So
It's all about the money, baby. It's all about the money.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's, you know, it's systematic in nature. But if I can teach people how to make their own
Mhm.
money, you wouldn't be
Mhm.
so worried about what somebody else has in their own pocket.
Big facts. Big facts. Man, appreciate you for coming on the show, man.
Of course.
You done shed a light on the deep dark secrets of the ins and outs of what it's
Oh
like.
man.
And man, welcome to come back on the show anytime.
Of course, man. This is great.
And
This is
when
good.
you do blow up, when you do find the next person, when you do drop a royalty check, we'll definitely have
Come
to
on.
get you back on.
You better speak life, and you know what I'm saying. I decree in 2 years' time, I'm going to bring a Def Jam artist on your podcast.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go. Why not? Why not, Cam?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
I feel like
Bring
it
back.
ain't hard. It ain't hard.
And bring that level of value. Hey, we might even. I don't know what Def Jam's doing, but I know iHeart got a podcast network. So I don't know. I don't know what Def Jam got.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows everybody. That's the truth. Even if I don't know them, you know what I'm saying? You know somebody who works there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You know somebody who works there. I haven't had to pay for a concert since I started working at Def Jam.
Hello. Wow. Because why would you? Like, I know the manager. Like, let me through.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get your VIP pass and you just go to the, you know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I'm saying? When I first got my first Def Jam jacket, it's different. It hits different. You know what I'm saying?
If I ever come to New York and I'm interested in going to something that is Def Jam related, and you are still there, I'm gonna hit you up and see what we can work out. But but do you want people? Well, never mind. I don't want to open your DMs up like that.
Oh, no, I mean, no, it's cool. I'll leave my IG. Feel free to follow me at I'm Chris Davis 993 on IG. We can start there.
All right,
I'm Chris
cool.
Davis 93 at IG.
All right, cool. So if you need to get in contact with Chris, if you got any questions, like I said, we're not trying to promote nobody. We ain't trying to, say, oh yeah, Chris gonna get me through. No. Chris ain't say that. Chris will help people out. Chris will help the people out.
You know what, Cam? Everybody said they got a hit. I ain't heard it yet. Everybody said they got a hit, Cam. I ain't heard it yet. A hit is Black Cookout. If your song can be played at the Black Cookout, we can make something work.
That's true.
That's
very true.
It's real simple. It's a Black Cookout. All right.
Man, that's so true. But yeah, man, y'all do me a favor on this episode, whether you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook, comment the fire, like the your favorite part, the gems that you dropped in this content. Go ahead and smash that like button. You know, all the crazy YouTubers say, smash that like button. Do all that good stuff. If you're listening to this on iTunes, go ahead and give us that 5-star review and share this with somebody who really needs this. Until then, we coming to you every single Thursday, helping you create your version of the good life. Until then, we'll see you next week.